I think he should look in the mirror and ask himself the same question, because it's like, what have you done? Even the guys you knocked out, they all been on a weight clause, weight drain.
The rivalry between Tank and Terrence Crawford has been building up for a while, getting more intense with each passing day, with both sides exchanging harsh words. Fans are now buzzing with excitement and speculation about a possible showdown. The tension between Tank and Crawford seems to be spilling beyond the ring, as Tank recently took things to a more personal level. In one of his verbal jabs at Crawford, he brought up Crawford's kids and wife, a move that many, including Shakur, Stevenson, have criticized as crossing the line. The drama didn't stop there. Davis was upset about being excluded from a major event, and he expressed his frustrations on social media, openly sharing his feelings of disrespect over the snub. Some insiders suggest that the exclusion might not have been accidental, with reports indicating it was a deliberate decision by the event organizers, possibly to highlight fighters who had achieved major milestones in the past year. Whether intentional or not, Davis saw it as an insult. His social media posts reflected his anger, making it clear that he felt undervalued despite his significant impact on the sport.
If Earl fight him today, next week, next month, Earl will knock him out.
How good is Terrence Crawford?
Terrence Crawford is good, but he's not what people make him seem. He's not pound for.
Crawford, however, seemed unfazed by Davis's grievances. When asked about the situation, he didn't hold back, suggesting that Davis was simply bitter about being left out. What began as a professional rivalry quickly escalated into a heated feud, with the two fighters exchanging sharp words not in the ring, but through interviews and social media. Fans compared it to watching a fight outside the ropes. As the exchanges became more personal, the tension reached a boiling point when Davis dragged Crawford's family into the conflict during a live social media session. He made derogatory comments about Crawford's personal life, mocking him for having 8 kids and a 300-pound wife. These remarks sparked widespread backlash, with fans and fellow fighters condemning Davis for crossing the line. Many felt he had turned what could have been a professional rivalry into an unnecessarily personal and ugly confrontation. In contrast, Crawford responded with calm composure. He dismissed Davis's attempts to provoke him, stressing that the focus should remain on boxing, not personal attacks. Crawford emphasized that while rivalries are part of the sport, there is a line that should never be crossed, especially when it comes to family. His measured, dignified response earned him widespread respect in the boxing community, with many praising his class and restraint in the face of Davis's provocations.
If we was to fight right now on the streets, I'll break your fucking neck. And that's on my kids. And you know it, I know it, and the whole world know it. And I'm not talking about no fighting in the ring. If me and you was to fight outside, I will...
As if the tension between Davis and Crawford wasn't already at its peak, Shakur Stevenson entered the fray to defend his longtime ally, Stevenson. One of the brightest young stars in boxing and a close confidant of Crawford wasn't about to let Davis's inflammatory comments go unanswered. He took to social media and interviews, calling out Davis for his behavior, never one to shy away from speaking his mind. Stevenson didn't hold back. He labeled Davis's remarks as disrespectful and accused him of sinking to a new low by involving Crawford's family in their feud. For Stevenson, his response was about more than just loyalty to Crawford. It was about upholding respect and professionalism in the sport. By taking a stand, Stevenson positioned himself not only as a defender of his friend, but also as a voice advocating for higher standards in boxing.
I got a question for you, Tank. At 147, how does a fight with you and Terrence Crawford look?
147?
147.
Shit, I tap that chain, you know he going to sleep.
I already know. I already know he
ain't
is.
got no chance.
I already know he is.
He said no chance.
I got round 5.
Shit, I got round 6.
Stevenson criticized Davis for bringing personal matters into what should have remained a professional rivalry, stressing that such behavior had no place in the sport. His remarks resonated with fans, many of whom were already questioning Davis's approach to the ongoing feud. However, Stevenson didn't stop there. His involvement added a new layer of complexity to the situation, as he used the platform to voice some of his own grievances. With Davis, Stevenson accused Davis of being unwilling to share the spotlight, suggesting that Davis felt threatened by the success of other fighters. He didn't hold back, pointing out that Davis often avoided matchups that could truly challenge him, opting instead to face opponents considered safer bets. These pointed critiques not only intensified the feud, but also sparked broader discussions among fans and analysts about Davis's career choices and his willingness to take on the toughest challenges in the ring.
How you feel about that fight? Is it even possible at a catch weight?
There ain't no catch weight. You come up to 47.
Not even entertaining a catch weight.
No, I'm not.
He's a champ though too, undefeated.
And, what champ? Come on, man. Tell me what belt. You know boxing. You forgot Devin Haney is undisputed. Devin Haney got all the belts. He the champ. Nobody else the champ. I'm gonna come up here where the big boys at.
All right, I'll welcome.
As the dust from the current feud settles, the spotlight is now shifting towards Shakur Stevenson's broader ambitions for 2025. Known for his precision and skill in the ring, Stevenson is preparing for a huge year. In a recent interview, he outlined his ambitious plan to fight 3 times in 2025, which is a challenging schedule for a fighter of his caliber. Among the names on his radar are some of the biggest stars in the lightweight division, including Floyd Schofield, Vasyl Lomachenko, and most notably, Devin Davis. A potential Stevenson-Davis clash is especially intriguing, as both fighters boast undefeated records and impressive resumes. Their contrasting styles promise an explosive showdown in the ring.
Gervonta Davis said he would stop Terrence Crawford in 6 rounds. Man, what y'all think? Now everybody and they daddy want to fight Terrence. They not even in the same weight class. This conversation is pointless. Nah, Gervonta. Sir, you need to fight Haney or Stevenson. But on a whole nother level with this ish.
For Stevenson, this isn't just another fight. It's a chance to solidify his status as one of boxing's elite. He has openly referred to facing Davis as his dream fight. However, Davis has been less enthusiastic about the matchup. In past interviews, he has downplayed Stevenson's accomplishments, questioning whether Stevenson has earned the right to face him. This dismissive attitude hasn't gone unnoticed and has only fueled tensions between the two. For Stevenson, Davis's reluctance is a clear sign of fear, an accusation he hasn't hesitated to make publicly. This bold claim has only heightened anticipation for a potential showdown, with fans and analysts already buzzing about how such a fight might unfold.
Let's just say we in a gunfight, right?
Yep.
And I got a metal shield, and the opposite person got a glass shield.
Okay, champ.
Who gonna come out on top?
The guy with the metal shield.
Okay.
My man.
That's all.
Stevenson's technical mastery and defensive skills make him a tough puzzle to solve, while Davis's explosive power and aggressive style pose a constant threat. It's a classic matchup of brains versus brawn, one that could define both fighters' legacies. Adding another layer of intrigue is the involvement of Turkish boxing promoter Alal Sheikh, a significant figure in the boxing world. Sheikh has expressed interest in organizing major fights, including a potential unification bout between Stevenson and Davis. His influence and resources could be key in making this dream matchup a reality.
Who have Shakur? What have Shakur done? What have he done in the sport? He haven't done nothing. The young one is looking more better than him.
Who that?
The Keyshawn looking way more better than this. I keep screaming his name. He haven't done nothing. Keyshawn haven't even done nothing.
However, Davis's recent criticisms of Alal Sheikh have cast doubt on whether such a collaboration is feasible. The tension between Davis and Alal Sheikh adds yet another twist to the saga, leaving fans eagerly awaiting to see if the pieces will fall into place for what could become one of the biggest fights in modern boxing.